Take two, take two. Hello, peeps and hello, peppers, and welcome to Film Friday. Hello, stranger. If you have never been here, I am a queer storyteller from Germany living in Iceland. I also have multiple disabilities and I also have multiple tarot cards. So this says Phantom Wise Tarot on the packaging, but I always call it the old film tarot, and I'm taking 15-ish minutes every Friday to retell a movie with the old film tarot and with another deck that may reflect the mood of the movie. So today I'm going for The Danish Girl, which is a very beautiful movie about a trans woman in the 1930s when that was not public knowledge yet. Like the people to the effect were there all through history, but they, as far as I understand it, didn't have the words for it, or like leave alone medical treatments. And like the film is based on the authentic life of Lily Elbe, who was like one of the first trans people to undergo experimental surgery. And I chose this film because, normally I do so much doom scrolling, but today I got such a positive message about trans rights on Instagram, and making ourselves heard and protesting can indeed help something. So let's let our voices be heard, and let's produce a culture that people also want to watch and want to discuss about. So now I want to discuss The Danish Girl. This Phantom Wise / Old Films Tarot has a lot of men, women, and androgynous figurines in that style that could mirror maybe the 1930s when that when Lily Elbe was alive. So here we have the infinity sign, which is actually also very popular in the autism movement. Like, of course, I can't go like Lily Elbe was autistic because I don't know that. And I find it highly difficult to, like, whenever a historical person is cited for something provable, then some sources go like, and this person also had blah, blah, blah. But, and I like big buts and I can't deny, when I am talking about trans films, trans books, etc., then I also like talking about like there are a lot of intersections with autism and trans. And so this woman in the picture maybe tames the tiger, maybe tames society. Like, I find the beginning of the Danish Girl very mild because there is this then male presenting individual named Einar cuddling with his partner, his female partner Gerda. Okay, could be that Gerda in the story ends up sitting on a fence because, like, she wants to accompany Einar / Lily on the journey of becoming herself. And let's say the first hint of Einar being actually Lily comes when Gerda, she's a painter, like, of both nude and very opulently dressed models. Like, she wants to paint under time pressure because there is an exhibition and the model cancels the appointment. So this is a lot of meandering to get a new model, like, until she says, okay, Aina, can you put on this dress for me? Something of the type. So, and then it turns out like he likes putting on the dress. Of course, there are also men who just like to be men in a dress, but like in this case, it is clear that it's like more complex. And Einar discovers that this beautiful Lily lives in his soul, and that she actually wants to live as Lily. Like in the beginning, they often say the cousin Lily is for visit, and then there come phrases of the type, and then Lily can't come for visits so often, and then there is a male suitor who actually wanted to talk to Einar but doesn't know that like Einar and Lily are not separate bodies. So it's always like give your best regards to your cousin Lily and so forth. Like the ways are found to communicate within society, but hardly any ways to communicate the true issue to the society. Here, this is this points ways and has a network, like a sort of like a dream catcher or like a maze crossroads. So yes, also the relation of Lily and Gerda is at a crossroad because let's say I am, from the context, convinced that Gerda loves Lily, but Gerda is not necessarily attracted to women. And the way I understood the movie, Lily is also like rather attracted to men. So let's say Gerda and Lily have to find ways to like how they want to keep their contact later. And that is also like nothing of that falls randomly from the sky. This is always a process. This is like a, let's say, like a really low music of an orchestra. Maybe this card is some music. The Knight of Wands. No, that's actually like pushing forward. That's yes. Gerda also has to fight to find help. Like she researches a lot. Like how can she help Lily? And like at the time we didn't have internet, and of course there were no books about the theme either, no support groups. So she really makes appointments with doctors for herself in order to ask how can I accompany Lily, because Einar, as male presenting Einar, goes to shock therapy in order to, even at the expense that this sounds gross, fix his nature. Okay, this already sounds a little bit here like a lab rat. I mean, okay, mice are group animals, very social, still marking their home and marking their territory. This looks a little bit like the ceilings and walls of the museums and salons where Gerda exhibits. And of course, here the dead fish, or yeah, I think this is a dead fish, is like not a bad cue because the shock therapy for Einar is dangerous, and let's say since the real Lily Elbe was one of the first people to undergo like a gender reassignment surgery, and spoiler, passes away from that complications. We also have to talk about death because this, let's say, surgery was brand new back in the day. I think there was only one doctor who had performed it on two people before, so there was not so much knowledge about it. Like what I find actually pretty good about the movie is they tried to implant a uterus, and Lily is surrounded by pregnant women because that's like a fertility doctor. So actually, she starts thinking about having children, and let's say, I mean, of course, it is sad that she died in the end, but it is important that she had this hope of having children of her own. Side note, I had my own uterus removed for more complex reasons, and if I could have like given it to someone else without risk, I would have, because let's say I live well with the idea that I don't have children because I have a lot of health issues, but I know that some other people are like really, really sad because they can't have any. Sorry for cutting such a difficult topic. The page of once. So page is always like learning process. So that actually mirrors really well how the film is. The film is a process. And I mean, like, even where Lily in the film is basically on her deathbed, she finds her peace with herself. I am so glad that, like, today the reaffirming surgeries have like less risks and mostly more life quality for the people. Justice. Yes, I would also say seeking the gender reaffirming surgery is justice for Lily. And like, she, when they say what's her name, she says like Lily Elbe, like the river, because the clinic where this is done is by the Elbe River. So I find that really interesting, that in this case also the last name was at least changed in public, because when I inquired about changing my name, they couldn't change the last name. And Martins is an Icelandic patronym. So in my passport, there is a longer and complicated last name. But if someone really asks, I'll show them my passport and explain the situation. Four of Swords. Of course, swords are always, to me, this is like panic for authorities. Like, the film doesn't say too much how Lily handled authorities, but she was so proud of saying, I am Lily Elbe. And I am getting help to talk to authorities so I don't have to sleep with a knife. Which reminds me, I really have to admonish authorities to be as human as possible. Because, as I said, many queer people, trans and other people under the queer umbrella, are autistic or ADHD and may misunderstand information. Doesn't, of course, go for everyone, but let's say when I watch The Danish Girl with people, I also try to weave that into the discussion. Okay, this is in reverse. The lovers in reverse. As said, Gerda and Lily have to figure out how they want to create a future. And let's say, if I understand the movie correctly, they don't wind up staying together, but caring for each other, they still do. And of course, another favorite aspect of the film for me is the fact that Gerda actually makes a living as a painter and communicates with agents and with people who host exhibitions, because to me it becomes more and more evident that I also, with my queer nature, I can't really last long in a conventional job. I need to work with arts, and talking to authorities, I need help to communicate with the authorities so that the exhibitions work. This exhibition of Gerdas becomes interesting when people ask who is the model, and yes, that's Lily. And then when is Lily coming to show herself? No, Lily can't literally come out of the closet, something. So I really recommend this film, but it is also heavy. There is some violence as well. Maybe don't watch it alone if you have an issue with that. And I wish you a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.